was a riot girl punk, fighting for equality and spewing all the chumps. Across the walls of the local clubs, fueled by feminism and hard drugs. Lectures on politics, I like to strike fear. All of the oppressed men that is hand in my way. I'm not your plaything, I'm motherfucking queen because who needs a king? Wish it was a riot girl, feminazi bug, not your average ordinary day job. Girl, we'll take your abuse, but acting like a bitch, and get up excuses, girl. And get with the kitty kill, female empowerment fills up the room. And I never really grew from all of these things, make me wish I was a riot. Girl, wish it was a riot girl, that'd be cool. Taking what you know, breaking all the rules, screaming in your face until your ears get tender. To show you a thing about race and gender, I'd like to kick your ass, that sounds fair. Hiding my brutality behind tight hair. Men with guitars, they don't know shit. If they wanna talk shit, they can leave me in the pit. Girl, hanging with Brad, no pill. If I get it, those items, I'll just steal them into the ground. Where I belong, undercover feminine, but walk on riot. Girl, riot! Girl! Riot girl.
My whole life just flashed before my eyes when Gideon kicked in my face. I think he should have hit me.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Molly of Destructo Disk and White Beast. I'm never gonna have life. So, hello. And anyway, so I'm shooting this on the phone because I have really bad ADD and I left my card at home. So we're doing it on the phone. So here we go. And so I want to make this video because we are playing a show with White Beast May 30th. And I wanted to interview Molly because she's awesome and she's in White Beast, and I wanted to ask her a couple questions. Specifically, I play the drums, and I thought it was really, really awesome that like you play the drums and you're really awesome, and I haven't seen too many like other female drummers like around the area just from what I've seen already. So how'd you start playing the drums? Like, what got you into the drums, I guess?
I started playing the drums when I was 11. And I didn't want to. I wanted to play guitar, but I was really bad at guitar. So my dad was a drummer, and he bought me a drum kit for my 11th birthday, and I was really good at drums. And I liked that about drums.
Yeah.
I was good at them, and I don't know. I took to them more, and it's just where I click musically and artistically, and I like rhythm a lot. That's why I also play bass.
Yeah.
Although I do prefer drums significantly more.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I didn't start playing bass until I joined Destructo Disk in my like early 20s.
Okay.
So I played drums like my whole life. I played around with guitar, but drums are just always like the thing that I really prefer.
Yeah.
And I really love.
So was that like your first instrument, pretty much?
I had a guitar when I was like a little kid, and like I said, I just wasn't very good. I had a banjo, wasn't very good at that.
Yeah.
I had piano lessons, didn't like that. Drums are just the only thing that I just instantly really liked.
Yeah.
And really took to. And
like, how did you, when you were playing, did somebody tell you like, hey, you're pretty good at the drums, like kind of like naturally, or how did you kind of like realize that you were kind of like good at it?
I just had good rhythm, and my dad really encouraged it. I could tell when I was good at something, because my dad would be like very encouraging.
Yeah.
And I could tell when I wasn't good at something because he wouldn't comment on it at all. I wasn't very good at baseball, so I never really talked about it.
No comment.
Yeah, I mean, like he tried to encourage that, but it was like, drums is just the thing that stuck always. And I didn't go to school or anything. I was homeschooled my whole life, so I just had a lot of time to play drums myself.
Yeah.
So really, like, I just felt like I was like confident behind a drum kit, and I would play other instruments and I wouldn't feel confident.
Yeah.
So it was the confidence that made me feel that, like, you know, that's probably something I'm good at.
Yeah.
I feel good at. It made me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I started playing when I was like 13, and I was just kind of playing around, and somebody was like, like my mom's friend's house, and she was like, oh, you're kind of like, you have rhythm. I was playing I Feel Good by James Brown, and like I got the timing, and she's like, how'd you do that? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, how about, let me ask you this. Who are some of your like influences, I guess, like when like drumming, that kind of like you heard the band or the drummer and you're like, oh, like I like this style or whatever?
Probably when it comes to drums, I listened to a lot of punk music early on. I really liked System of a Down when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
I really like Rage Against the Machine. I liked Korn. My dad played a lot of like Van Halen in the car, a lot of like Foo Fighters. I just always found I was always listening to the drums in like any song. I also really like kind of like I guess like Latin American music and
nice.
stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, just anything that's just very like rhythmic. Nowadays, I'm really into like drum and bass. Just anything that's fast, you know. So like, I was really inspired by like fast drums, you know, early Dead Kennedys with like their first drummer. That guy was so fast. I really love like Jimi Hendrix, first drummer. Yeah,
He's awesome.
a lot of all the classics. John Bonham, Neil Peart, obviously, greatest of all time, greatest drummer hands down ever. Karen Carpenter, you know, all time greatest. Yeah, just anyone who's like any kind of drummer that was fast, that was really upbeat and up pace, like just always caught my attention. So I always lean towards like punk music or like metal type stuff.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. What do you think? Should we stop because they're starting to play? You think they'll be able to hear us?
We could, if you wanted to continue out in the parking lot where our car is parked, we gotta load up, and we could just like, if you want to ask a couple
Like when
more
you guys
questions.
are done loading up?
Yeah, we're about to go load up our car, so if you want to like follow us out there and ask a couple more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
All right.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Part 2, motherfuckers.
So, how did you start playing with White Beast? Like, how did that come about?
Well, Gideon and I from Destructo Disk, Gideon has a side project. It's like just like solo stuff that I play drums for sometimes when Gideon wants to perform live. So I was playing a set with Gideon that was in Richmond, at this place called Banditos, and it was like, if I remember right, I think it was a fundraiser for someone to get their family out of Gaza, if I remember right. And White Beast performed that same night, and at the time there was another drummer playing with Jeff.
Right.
This guy named Sam. He's a really cool dude, really great drummer, and he just like plays in so many bands. I think that he was like just getting a little. He was having trouble like finding the time to like keep playing with Jeff, and I guess like, you know, he's just like trying to look for someone else to fill in.
Yeah.
And after that night, Jeff hit me up on Instagram and asked if I wanted to try out for White Beast. And I was like, yeah. I haven't played drums in a band since I was like a teenager. And I'm like almost 30, so, and I've been like waiting for a band to just ask me to come play drums for them. Yeah. I didn't want to have to start something on my own, you know, and I honestly kind of hoping that someone would just like ask if I wanted to like join up with them, and it kind of worked out that way. It's like I manifested it. So Jeff and I just had like a couple practices, and we really liked each other's style and playing off each other, and just kind of like instantly started writing some new stuff. And I learned the songs that were on the, at the time, unreleased EP, now new EP, that just came out a little while ago. And now we already have another EP that just came out, that's like the first stuff that I recorded with Jeff, a 4-song EP. And yeah, so that's how I ended up a part of it, and it's been really great. It's been a little over a year, I think, that I've been doing drums with White Beast.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was going to be my next question. So about a year, so it hasn't really even been that long.
No, but Jeff is very motivated, and I love playing live music, and I love playing drums. Like I said, it's kind of like my biggest passion, so I'm always like motivated to play and perform and record and stuff.
Yeah. So I checked out like some of your videos and stuff. Was it his name, Jeff?
Jeff. Yeah.
Does he have some kind of background in like film or art or something?
Yeah.
Because I like saw the videos and I was like, I have a feeling that
he does. He's very talented. He's made a lot of music videos in the past. He's done a few for a lot of like rappers, actually, based out of Baltimore. And he works in like the film business. He's a lighting grip.
Oh, okay.
So, and he's just very passionate about film. That's another thing that we have in common. I'm a huge like film nerd and cinema nerd, and we go to the movies together all the time and hang out and talk about films we love. Yeah, so that's awesome. Definitely, we're always talking about. I mean, lately especially, we've been talking about a lot of like music video ideas and stuff like that. He's very good at brainstorming music video ideas. That the music video for Servant was like, you know, pretty much all him, and like all his like brainchild, and you know, got a bunch of friends to work on it, and you know, a bunch of our friends were like extras, like dancing and stuff in the video, and another friend of ours was kind enough to let us cover him in like shaving cream and shampoo to make him look like this weird creamy goblin.
Yeah, it was like who ended up being the goblin?
It's this kid named Griffin. He's super nice. He's such a trooper. I kept calling him a trooper. I was like, dude, you're such a champ. It was freezing cold. It was so cold that night. It was like a cold night in October, maybe November.
Oh wow.
And the fire was great because it helped warm everybody up because we were all freezing our asses off.
So whose backyard did you guys end up burning up?
That was our friend Walker Moore's backyard, and he was a big helping hand in that video. He was primarily the director for it.
Okay.
Behind the camera, and he just has a lot of yard and a lot of land for us to do really cool stuff on, like set burning
Yeah. Where is that, in Richmond? His place?
I don't even remember. It's like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, like you had to drive
on the
out
outskirts.
country.
Yeah, it was like on the outskirts of Richmond.
Yeah.
Some county I've never heard of.
Yeah.
You know,
That's awesome.
a lot of Trump signs all over the place out there. It's very different country out there.
Yeah. It was the video's great. I loved it. And and I really like what I really like about you guys is that you like can do that, like the heavy stuff like Servants, but then you have other stuff that's not like as heavy, and you can't really like, you don't really know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And I like that. You know, that's really cool.
I like that as well.
And it's great. You guys are a 2-piece, and it sounds like really full in the recordings. Are you guys gonna stay like a 2-piece, or do you think you'll ever add like another bass player or a guitar player? Or
I don't know. I've talked with Jeff about it, and I think he's open to adding in, you know, expanding on our sound in the future. I'm always open to whatever. I love being a 2-piece.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm also not opposed to like however else we want to like change up the act if we wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, I leave that door open.
Cool. Well, I'm excited about the show on May 30th. Hopefully, you know, we're like promoting it, and it's so far in advance that like, you know, people will be knowing about it and stuff. Let's see. When was the last time you guys have you guys ever played in this area before? White Beast?
I don't know if Jeff did with Sam, but with White Beast, I've never played, in this area. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be our first time.
How was Destructo Disk played tonight? We just watched them. How did you enjoy the show?
It was awesome.
Do you think?
Yeah, it was great. The crowd was having a good time and kicking up rocks.
Yeah.
And picking up dirt. Yeah, it was really cool. Sold some t-shirts. It's awesome. Get to pay for gas to get back home.
Yeah. Were your fingers staying warm? I know it's kind of cold.
Yeah, I had to warm. It took a couple of songs to warm up. That's the thing that's really nice about playing drums versus bass is I'm never cold when I'm drumming.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And usually I'm like stripping off, you know, shirts and stuff, trying to cool down. It's like getting a workout in. But yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah. How you doing on time, cameraman? You're good? Okay, cool. When do you think Destructo Disk, do you guys have a show coming up in Richmond? Is it that you guys are playing? Or no, White Beast, you have a show in Richmond first before our show,
White
right?
Beast has a show in about a week, and Destructo Disk, we're about to go out on tour for our 10-year anniversary tour.
Okay.
And one of those days is a Richmond day, I think. I don't remember. We have a lot of shows coming up, and
are you touring with another band, or
no, we're going out just the band, and our old former drummer Daniel is going to be coming on the road with us.
Oh, okay.
Since it's our anniversary tour, and he's gonna play a couple songs each night and help us run merch and hang out, and
that's always helpful.
Soak up a good time. Yeah, we've got some good shows in store for this year, both White Beast and Destructo Disk.
Do you think there might be a White Beast tour?
Yeah, we just did one in March that went really well, and I think Jeff and I want to get back out on the road as soon as we can. It's difficult with the both of us also having to work our jobs and pay for our lives and stuff, you know, so
yeah,
when we can make it work, we definitely will. I like going out on the road and playing shows. If I could make that my full-time job, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
pay the bills.
That would be great to do that. That would be great. So do you think that would you ever go on tour with both bands at the same time? That'd be interesting.
I would love to. Yeah, that would be really cool. It'd be awesome. We could all share each other's gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, maybe one day. I can't make promises, but
yeah,
that would be a collab of the century.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's probably been long enough. What do you think? Probably. But I really appreciate you like coming and talking to us on short notice and everything, and show's great, and can't wait to see you guys May 30th.
Thank you.
So
Can't wait to play.
Cool.
All right.
Well, thank you guys. We will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.